Hey guys, Benjie here. Just wanted to do a quick video about a few comments that I've gotten over the past few days. A couple of you have reached out to me and said, hey, what happens if or when homeowners find out about Benjie's list and that we're reviewing them? So I think the guys that were reaching out to me and wondering were kind of worried that, if people find out, maybe there may be some bad things that happen. But really, overall, we want homeowners to find out, right? Of course, we can continue to add reviews to them, right? And keep compiling this database of information on all homeowners out there that we're doing work for, right? So that we can use that information and make good business decisions. But better than that, and I think this will take some time, is when homeowners understand that we're reviewing them and that they're going to get a review from me, just like they should review my company as well and leave me a review, right? Because that's when the behaviors will change, right? So when a guy knows, like, hey, I just hired ABC Painting, and that when that guy comes out, I know that he's going to leave me a review, and that review will affect my pricing on all future contractors. It will affect how easy it is for me to get somebody to come out, how fast they come out to me, all those different attributes that it's going to be connected to. Now all of a sudden they'll change their tune. And so maybe a guy that used to be a jerk and that used to be real nitpicky and sit out there while you're trying to paint his house and say, hey, you missed that corner, or hey, you got to get back to that. And you're like, yes, I'm gonna do that. I'm rolling now, right? Like I'm not trimming it out just yet. Just hold on, Mr. Smith. I'll take it easy. I know what I'm doing. I know how to paint an exterior of a house, right? But maybe that guy will see that he kept getting all those kind of reviews because who knows how, right? Somebody let him know. Somebody he knows that's a contractor said, hey man, you're getting every review you have is bad. And he's like, oh man, right? So as soon as he finds out about that, then all of a sudden, that's where he might change his behavior and go, man, maybe I am being a jerk. Like, let's look up, let's say he's having beers with his friend that is a plumber. And he's like, hey, well, let's look up, Jim, and let's look up, Billy, and let's look up Jason and see, other friends of ours, see what their reviews are. And all the reviews are like 4.7s, 4.8s, 4.9s. You're like, man, I guess everybody is nice for these guys and doesn't stick on them. Like, I thought you had to do that to like get the best deal and get like, no, that's not how this works. Like, you just hire a good contractor and he does a good job and you let him do his work, right? It's very similar to hiring an accountant or a doctor or an attorney. I'm not saying that you shouldn't shop around and find the best one you can, but I'm not going to tell my attorney how to do something, or I'm not going to tell my doctor the procedure on how to take out my appendix, right? I'm going to find the best guy and then let him do his work. So that's what we want people doing, is we want this coming to where homeowners actually understand that it's out there and that they're getting reviewed, right? I mean, it wouldn't help us when we go back to the Uber idea if we didn't know we were getting reviewed and the drivers were just reviewing us and we had random scores and we didn't even know what was happening. Well, you might still be, show up and have a few too many beers and bring one with you in the car and you spill some of it on the ground and the guy's seat smells bad and he gives you a 1 star because his back seat, smells like beer. Well, if you didn't know that, you wouldn't be like, oh man, I can't do that. So that's why Uber lets you know, like, hey, we're going to start reviewing you, right? So that you're like, ooh, I better actually start paying attention. I better start doing a good job here and being a little bit more respectful, right? Not that you shouldn't be anyway, but sometimes you need to know that you're being watched so that you do the right thing and so that you're nice and you're considerate to everybody. So to sum this up, yes, we hope homeowners find out about it. We hope that when contractors say, hey, here's a 5-star rating, that I just left you on Benjie's list, please review me on my Facebook and or Google page, that they, for one, they go and give you reviews, and for two, they go, hey, by the way, what's Benjie's list? And you kind of explain like, oh, this is a place where we review all our homeowners, but I left you a 5-star, so you should be good. But we want that whole exchange to take place, right? And to where that they know it's happening, so then the behaviors change and everybody starts acting with a little bit more respect. Not just us respecting them and their house and them letting us work for them, but they're also respecting our time and saying, hey, this guy knows what he's doing. He's a craftsman at what he does. I hired you for a reason. I'm gonna let you do your work, and when you're done and everything's perfect just how we like, I appreciate it. Here's your check. Appreciate everything you did. I'm gonna give you a good review, and everybody moves on. And the more of those we can have, the more as contractors we have better businesses with higher profit margins and less headaches, right? I don't love the 80-20 rule, right? I like the 60-30-10. 60 homeowners are awesome, 30% are pretty good, 10% are awful. But the 80-10 sometimes works. And I think one spot that it does is that 20% of your customers take up 80% of your time, right? So we need to find a way to limit those 20%. 10% I say we never do it. 20% I hope learn and can change their ways, and they become like the 60% where it's easier. And so now you get rid of those 20% customers that are tough to deal with and take a lot of time. Well, now you have more free time to work on your business, not just in it. You have higher profit margin, you have less jobs that you're losing money, and just overall life gets a little bit better, and you're able to spend some more quality time with your family and friends and doing whatever you want to do. Maybe play a little golf, maybe go for a boat ride, maybe go fishing. I'd like to do that being a business owner. Instead, I spend so much time in the business, just running the day-to-day, that I'd like to get away from that and do some other things that I want to do. So, but that's a long way to say that's that whole idea. So if you have any other questions or comments, reach out anytime. Otherwise, we'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.